Hey, Andy here from buildahottub.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about adding a hot tub to a pool. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so this is the first video in a series that I'm going to create about adding a hot tub to a pool. And it's actually going to follow the progress of a customer of mine, Scott, over in Arizona in the US, and he is adding a hot tub that I've designed for him to his pool. And we're going to follow every step of the way, and there'll be a whole bunch of videos on the channel about this, so hopefully you'll find them super useful if you are also thinking about adding a hot tub to a pool. Now, before we get going, so you don't miss out, please do subscribe to the channel, hit that notification icon to be notified when my videos go live. I do 2 long form videos just like this every single week, whole bunch of shorts as well, and everything on this channel focuses on DIY hot tubs, parts, plunge pools, and pretty much everything in between. So don't forget, hit that notification icon to be notified so you'll know when the next video in this series is going to be available. Okay, so Scott got in touch with me because he wanted to add a hot tub to his pool. Now, he wanted to use his existing plumbing for his pool wherever possible. We were going to add a new jet pump, we needed one of those, and we're going to add a blower as well. However, he already has the suction and return lines in place, and we're going to hijack some of those from the pool because they weren't in use. They were put down originally because he did actually plan to do this in the future. So he had those in place, which is quite handy. So we don't need to run any new lines. What we do need to do is design up the hot tub and design the plumbing. So behind me, you can see the concept that I've put together for him, and this is what his hot tub is going to look like. Nice and straightforward, jets on a couple of sides. We've got benches, 3 sides, and it's going to actually overflow into the pool. Now, in order to overflow from the pool, what we've got to do is we've got to draw the water from the pool, deliver it to the hot tub, and that way it will actually keep topping up until it reaches the level, and then it will overflow into the pool. Now, the jets themselves, they will be on a separate pump, and they will be drawing their own inward suction from some new drains, and obviously the water is returned to the tub via the jets. So the jets themselves don't actually make the overflow of the pool. It's the drawing the water from the pool and delivering it back. So if you think about it, we've got 2 separate systems that are actually in play here. Now, in terms of heating this, as Scott is in Arizona, it gets incredibly hot, as you can imagine. So he's only going to heat this partly through the year. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to have a manual divert on his existing pool heater. And what that's going to allow us to do is actually switch the pull of the water from the pool to the hot tub, and we can actually return it to the hot tub. So if we're pulling water from the hot tub and then returning the water to the hot tub, it's not going to overflow because it's the same water. We're not adding any additional water, okay? So when we're going to heat the hot tub, that's what he's going to do. He's going to divert the suction so that it's pulling from the new hot tub suction drains, and then we're going to return it through the jets, and we'll be able to heat up that hot tub separately. When he's ready to have it overflowing again, he just moves the diverter valve over and he's good to go. So this setup is really simple, straightforward, and it means that the existing pool pad will be doing the heating and the filtration for the hot tub. So first stages for Scott were to actually map out on the ground where the hot tub was going to be, basically trying it for size. And that's what you can see behind me here. He's taped it all up. He's measured it all out, and one thing about Scott is he's very, very detailed and thorough with his plans, and we've gone backwards and forwards. He's got lists for everything, so it's really, really helpful, certainly for me as a design consultant. When you have a client that is so super organized like Scott, it makes things really, really easy. Now, as school was out for the summer, Scott decided that he was going to be enlisting the help of his, we'll say, less than willing son to actually dig out the hole for the hot tub. So he's going to put him to work and actually save on some of that manual labour himself. So his son is actually started, as you can see behind me, and he was actually digging it out by hand. but that ground is so tough and so baked. He'd actually be there for months if he was going to continue to try and do it by hand. So Scott did have to cave in, and as you can see, brought in some additional help in the form of a small digger, and that made light work of that really tough clay earth that he has in his backyard. So with the hole dug, what Scott wanted to do next was make sure he had the right amount of blocks. So he started to place the blocks just roughly where they're going to be. Now he's not put any mortar or anything on these. This is purely placed in, trying for size if you like, to make sure A, he's got the right amount, B, it's the right height, the right pitches on the seats. As I said, it's very, very thorough with his planning. So this is going to make sure everything will fit perfectly and the size is absolutely how he wants it. And this is the current state of play. This is the stage that Scott is at. So I do look forward to the next updates from him. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks. I think he said he was going on vacation. So I hope you found this short first introductory video to Scott's project useful. As always, I appreciate the view. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. If you've liked this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video.